My dear friends, welcome to Rama Science World. Learn English with beautiful stories. This is wonderful book. Whole life, relax please. Yogic wisdom to life management. A author of many bestsellers whose work sold over a million. Ding, act with the commit that every problem contains the ingredients of solution within itself. Life has its own destination. A wise person follows it as his destination in a egoless space. Being creative is to be respect the creator in you. No one climbs a mountain just by gazing it at it. It is through commitment and action from the present. No person is so pure that he can't speak to himself positively. Oh, life relax please. Oh, life relax please. Swami Sukubodhananda. Being creative is to respect the creator in you. Hi friends. Learn English. Hi friends. Yavaru. Oh, 4 members. This is wonderful book. This book have so many stories. Swami Sukubodhananda, author of many bestsellers, who works sold over a million. It's a million of people. Whole life relax, please. Yogic wisdom to life management. My dear friends, now I'm reading. That was conditional love. A young man who is working in an multinational bank at Hyderabad met me recently. Swamiji, I am a Hindu. I loved and married a girl belonging to a different religion. We have a beautiful baby girl. Prior to our marriage, and even now, religion has never been an issue between us. But but of late I have begun to feel that if my wife admo- adorned her forehead with a red tilak, she would look petty. I expressed my wish to her, but she said, "Don't try to thrust your religion on me." Now we'll discuss. Oh, oh. Don't try to uh, trust, don't try to thrust your religions on me. Swamiji, honestly, I don't consider putting a tilak in any way related to religion. Almost every day we argue on this matter. With each passing day, the discussion turns more serious and host, hostile. Yesterday, I lost my temper and said, don't I know about your family. She at once cut her finger with a knife and placed oozing blood on her forehead and asked, now you satisfied? Out of great ego and fury, I have brought my wife with me. Please advise her, he concluded. I told both of them from what you state. One thing is pretty clear to me. You both love each other. What is the genius of your love? I told him, since the day you fell in love with your wife, she has totally accepted whatever you told her. That is why you loved her. A love that survives because someone agrees with you is not a real love, it is conditional love. Now, with regards to the tilak, your wife has not agreed to your condition. So, the love between both of you has vanished. Now let us view your love from another angle. All along you thought she would accept everything you say without questioning. Your wife also did nothing so far to change that opinion. So it is very clear that you love your opinion more than you love your wife. Life is like a musical instrument. Tradition and relationship are the two aspects of life. If you keep tradition aside for a while and focus on enhancing a relationship, the music that animate from life would be wonderful, was my advice. I trust that the couple would not have clashed with each other on the issue of tilak. Recently, another man came to me and Swamiji, my girlfriend cheated me. He shared and narrated the whole incident. Your girl did not cheat you. You believed that she would love you forever. The moment your business failed, she detached you. Just ponder. It is not the girlfriend who cheated you, but it is the belief you formed of her, was my reply. Well, what is the way for a husband and wife to live without a quarrel and squabble? In other words, in perfect understanding of each other. The first requirement is unconditional love. Whether no one wears a tilak or not, goes to work or not, cooks tasty food or not, a husband must love his life unconditionally. The wife too must shower love on her husband unconditionally. The wife too must shower love on her husband unconditionally. Second, never look at what is not in your husband or wife. He or she may not have any attributes. If there is a love and concern for others, that is fine. Be happy about it. Only then You can taste the nectar of a family. So make your family life fragment like a flower, fresh and juicy. Let me tell you another important aspect. Wow, very nice. Negative feelings like anger, self pity, glitter reside in your nervous system. At any given opportunity, these feelings will vent out with great force without our awareness. These are known as energy clouds, just like a bomb that bursts after a flame touches its wick. These darts break up like an earthquake with the use of certain sensitive words. They can even burn the relationship of love and understanding that is cool as ice. So please avoid using words that would make your spouse burst. Oh, so please avoid using the words that would make your spouse burst. When a child begins to walk, he can quit unsteady. At times, he would fall. When he falls, if the parents are not nearby, he would just pick himself up and walk on. On the other hand, if he falls in the presence of his parent, he would wail loud enough to gather the whole neighbor. Thus, he racket to seek attention. Sometimes even grown up have these characteristics. Every husband or wife craves for attention from others. So be sensitive to this reality and handle such situations with a maturity by giving meaningful attention. If one fails doing this, their mental games while seeking attention manipulatively would go on. How is it this narration? Very nice English. Okay, friends, I share one thing. If you want to learn English, read one stories. We can first initially we know how to read, so we use that reading skills. Later, we also adopt the terminology, we adopt the sentence construction. Gradually, our mind also receive that type of sentence construction, that way of narration he described in the book. So we can grab that narration. We can uh, it is easy to we will use easy to use that terminology. So if you want to speak in English, if you want to master in English, so it is a uh, not a study thing. Generally, how we learn our local language, so by reading the books but only is not way. So many factors are involving the language to learn the language. So not only books, so movies also helps us to improve our English, to develop our vocabulary. So many things, so many aspects helps us to improve our language skills. So to live in that local areas, those who are spoke English, so it's better to learn the language. Live the life in the local areas is better compared to all those things. So learning language is by living in that local areas is a better. That is I understood. See, reflections, yoga of wisdom. Guard your life as a sacred emotions. yoga of action, love with no limitations, unconditionally. See, he gave a message, love with no limitations. See, there is no limitations means how can we live without limitations? So there is everywhere a limitations is there, but accept as it is how they like, how they believe. So limitations only in the physical conditions. We can't apply for all the limitations in all categories. The shout is hidden in the seeker. How to cross hurdles? Wow. The question is how to cross the hurdles. He narrated a story, just we follow that. We review. Now I am reading that story. If one were to list the reason for quarrels among couples, it is not money mindedness that would top the list. The words that dissolve into thin air the moment they are uttered, the main reason for causing the bitterness in a relationship between a husband and wife. Just a few words have dragged some couples to courts. Were words Mere words have made many couples to live like strangers within the same households. See, he expressed words. Words have a power to connect with husband and disconnect with husband, connect with wife and disconnect with words. So he told words are a major reason. Which type of words are you using while you are speaking with your relations? Here, a belief tale. A husband never bothered about the likes and dislikes of his wife. The wife's reciprocal attitude perfectly uh, suited her husband. One night, the husband had not returned home till midnight. The wife, not worried about him, had long since retired to bed. In the middle of the night, there was a knock at the door. The wife opened the door. It was her husband. He had brought a monkey along with him. As soon as she saw the monkey, the wife was furious. However, she swallowed her anger and went to the bed. He placed the monkey on the bed and between him and his wife. Now she could contain her anger no more. How can you let a monkey sleep by a side? How can I bear this nuisance and nasty smell? Of course, haven't I got used to your foul smell even since I married you? Soon this monkey too would get used to it, said the husband. These breaking words hurt the wife no end. On the same night, their material life came to an end. Here we have to recall the words of Dalai Lama. If the reason for your being born on the earth should be fulfilled, please help others in case you are not able to help others. At least try not to hurt anyone. But what happens in some houses, husband and wife tear each other apart with their words. It seems strange even to think of it. As the level of knowledge, skills, abilities of human being rise higher, the rate of divorce also increase. What is the reason for this? The answer for this question in the meaning of the word knowledge. Well, then what is knowledge? Knowledge does not reside in books. It is visible in the behavior of people. In business management schools, emphasis is laid on a subject interpersonal skills. This subject teaches us how to develop good and healthy relationship with co-workers, supervisor, subordinator, and clients. Recently, a reputed university in USA conducted a survey to analyze what are the characteristics of a person who rises quickly in their personal life. Do you know the result of this survey? For a person to succeed in his profession, 35% of subject knowledge is sufficient. But what is important is 65% knowledge about interpersonal skills. That is say only a person who knows to strange relationship can surprise any barrier to grow and come up in its profession. If the skills for strengthening relationship are necessary at the workplace where one work for monetary returns, they can imagine how important they are at the home too. Even if a person has made a mistake, do not tell him what you have done is wrong. On the contrary, help him see what is right rather than make him feel wrong. Even if you have to criticize someone, one help and sandwich technique. Place your criticism between the fries. There are many communication skills like discramming and preemptive strikes, multiple close empty techniques. For example, if you can instantly build a rapport with the other by applying warm-up technique by asking questions which impress others, using me to techniques to be one with the seeker's interest, avoiding I and me by using you more often. These are the primary lessons in interpersonal skills. These are suitable not only for the working environment but also in intimate relationship. Today, in many houses, the relationship between a husband and the wife is like a stone. But the strange fact is, even stone curving in place like a uh, Khajuraho are full of life and romantic splendors. This was a vision of our rishis, sages of India. Wow, what a book it is! Wow, someone likes. Thank you for like this video. Maybe it helps to you. So today you like my video means maybe like your opinion in other day. So like, dislike, these are the flowing things, masters. So someone likes today, someone dislikes today, no problem with that, like and dislike. But if you want to really like, if you really like this video, like it. So maybe it helps to you some words. So I like the way of narration, especially while I reading this book. I can't stop the reading. See, the way of narration, the story, it is a reality. So I can understand, but as a reader point of view, we want so many vocabularies, so many meanings we want. So we can't understand some words because we don't have that much of vocabulary in our mindset. So in that time, again we take we open the Google and search the word, and we again we see the examples or the meaning of the word. Then only we can understand little bit. But if you see the same words repeatedly, so your mind also recognize the meaning of that word. So first thing, understanding the knowledge and maintain the knowledge, that's a very essential to learn the language. Very excellent. So that is a story. So, my dear friends, once again I will read the same story. So, now I am reading the same story, How to Cross the Hurdles. This story only I read now, I am reading now. Please, if one were to list the reason for the quarrels among couples, it is not money mindedness that would top the list. The words that dissolve into thin air and the moment they are uttered are the main reason for causing bitterness in the relationship between husband and wife. See, he what he told, it's a very beautiful words. The words that dissolve into thin air, the moment they are uttered, their reason, they are the main reason for the causing bitterness in the relationship between a husband and wife. మనము ఈ ఎవరైతే ఈ తగువులు ఆడుకుంటారో వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఎందుకు అక్కడ ఇబ్బంది కలుగుతుందంటే వాళ్ళు ఆడే మాటలు, అవి సరికాని మాటలు ఆడుతున్నారు, అది ఇబ్బంది కలుగుతుంది. ఆ యొక్క సరికాని మాటలు ఆడకూడదు అని చెప్తున్నారు స్వామీజీ. జస్ట్ ఎ ఫ్యూ వర్డ్స్ హ్యావ్ డ్రాగ్డ్ సమ్ కపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ కోర్ట్. సో డ్రాగ్డ్ సమ్ కపుల్స్ టు కోర్ట్స్. ఒక కొన్ని పదాలు మనం మాట్లాడటం వల్ల కోర్టు వరకు దారితీస్తాయని చెప్తున్నారు. To live, mere words have made many couples to live like strangers within the same households. Mere words have made many couples to live like strangers. కొన్ని పదాలే వాళ్ళని ఒక తెలియని వాళ్ళగా, ఒకే దగ్గర ఉన్నా కూడా తెలియని వాళ్ళగా చేసేస్తున్నాయి. హియర్ ఈజ్ ఎ బ్రీఫ్ టేల్. ఇక్కడ ఒక చిన్న కథ ఉంది, చూద్దాం. A husband never bothered about the likes and dislikes of his wife. The wife's reciprocal attitude perfectly suited her husband. One night, the husband had not returned home till midnight. The wife, not worried about him, had long since retired to bed. In the middle of the night, there was a knocking at the door. The wife opened the door. It was her husband. He had brought a monkey along with him. As soon as she saw the monkey, the wife was furious. However, she swallowed her anger and went to bed. He placed the monkey on the bed between him and his wife. Now she could contain her anger no more. How can you let a monkey sleep by my side? How can I bear this nuisance? How can I bear this nuisance and nasty smell? Of course, haven't I got used to your foul smell ever since I married you? So soon this monkey too would get used to it, said the husband. These breaking words hurt the wife's hand. On the same night, their marital life came to an end. Here we have to recall the words of Dalai Lama. If the reason for your being born on the earth should be fulfilled, please help others. In case you are not able to help others, at least try not to hurt anyone. But what happens in some houses? Husband and wives tear each other apart with the words. It seems strange even to think of it. As the level of knowledge, skills and abilities of human being rise higher, the rates of divorce also increases. See, he mentioned as levels of knowledge, skills, abilities of human being rise higher, the rates of divorce also increase. See, my dear friends, divorce means not only in the between a wife and husband. So it's not a official, but we divert from the friends also, because you have a skills, you have a abilities, you have a knowledge. But if whenever you have a little crucial or life unknown's knowledge in your mind, enter the unknown's mind, so automatically we are diverting from our relations, our diverting for the friends. Be careful. Some we always use the positive words and positive sentences. It helps us to maintain the relationship. What is the reason for this? The answer for this question lies in the same meaning of the word knowledge. Well, what is knowledge? Knowledge does not reside in the books. It is visible in the behavior of the people. In business management, schools emphasize is laid on a subject, interpersonal skills. This subject teaches us how to develop good and healthy relationship with co-workers, supervisors, subordinates, and clients. Recently, a reputed university in USA conducted a survey to analyze what are the characteristics of a person who rise quickly in their personal life. Do you know the result of this survey? For a person to succeed in his profession, 35% subject knowledge is sufficient. But what is important is 65% of knowledge about interpersonal skills. That is to say, only a person who knows to strengthen relationship can surpass any barrier to grow and come up in his profession. If the skills for strengthening relationship are the necessary at the workplace, where no one works for monetary returns, they then can you imagine how important they are to home too. Even if a person has made a mistake, do not tell him what you have done is wrong. On the contrary, help him to see what is the right rather than the make him feel wrong. Even if you have to criticize someone, apply the sandwich technique. Place your criticism between prizes. There are many communication skills like disarming, pre-empty strikes, multiple close empty techniques. For example, you can instantly build a rapport with the other by applying warm-up technique, by asking questions with the impress the other, using me too technique to be one with the speaker's interest, avoiding I and me and using you more often. These are the primary lessons in the interpersonal skills. These are suitable not only for working environment but also intimate relationship. Today, in many houses, the relationship between a husband and wife is like a stone. But the strange fact is, even stones curving in place like a Khajuraho are full of life and romantic splendor. This was the vision of our rishis, sages of India. Oh, thank you very much. We end up the our last session. We will meet into the next live session.